Alright, here we are back. Now I've got to take this cable off. There we go. There's one. When you're doing this, be very careful because this is your motor wire. I'm just putting the pliers on the cable tie. Focusing. Having problems to focus. Twist it and pull it off, which then allows me to have more space to work with. Not a lot though, because we have this cable here that's attached, which that one needs to probably come off as well. There we go. Now the wheel will touch the floor, but we are very, very close to using all our space up, so we can't really move it much further than that. I can't quite get that valve. I'm definitely going to get more speed from these. That is a fact. Now I'm trying to do this as quick as I can as well, so you guys can take your time a little bit. You don't need to rush as much as I am. I'm doing it because I'm trying to show you the quickest way possible. I'm definitely going to miss these tyres though, because they were nice and chunky. But the thin ones, as I say, that's going to equal more speed, so, and I'm a speed freak. I've already done the speed hack on this bike as well, which again, you can check in our playlist if you're interested in that. You want to make your bike go a little bit faster. I used to get 24 miles an hour with these tyres. I know I'm getting more. I know I'm definitely going to get at least 26, at least minimum, but maybe even more than that. Who knows? We're going to do a test on it. Right, so that one comes off. Now I'm holding the wheel with my hand right now because I really don't have much stretch on that cable there. See that cable? Really don't have much stretch on it at all. So now I've got to find my gap. There it is. Same as before. Hold it there. Put it on all the way around. It's going to move and slip around a little bit. Definitely a little bit difficult to do this solo, but not impossible. Makes it harder for me because I have the camera on my chest. I'm trying to, it's really hard to try and fit everything into the camera. There we go. But we got it. As I say, it is a bit difficult, but not impossible. Just pushing it along. Moving the tape a bit. Yeah, so on the front and back, none of them had this one at all. So I'm glad that I did get this. Let's grab my tube. Again, exactly the same one. There we go. Now these tyres can go from 30 to 70 psi, but for me, I always run 50. I don't know why, but as a kid, I always ran 50, and now I still do. I don't know why. That's a good idea. Look at that. I've just put the wheel resting on that pedal of the crank. Keeps it off the floor that little bit. Stops the stretch. Right, cross my legs real quick. Back it up. Tyre. Exactly the same tyre as the front, but just here for the back. Now, if you ever get a puncture, I would definitely prefer, personally myself, to always have it on the front, not on the rear. Because the rear is harder to change because of the cable, but also harder because it's not quick release. So for this, you can type in tyre protection, puncture proof, tyre tape, or whatever you like, any one of those, and you will find this stuff. Look at that. See the oil. Messy job. Definitely a messy job. Okay. This one is definitely going to be absolutely fun, just because there's really is not much room for me to work with at all. I keep taking the tyre round, taking that tape round as well, at the same time as putting the inner tube in. See, now if I had someone to hold the camera for me and point in the right directions, it would be a lot easier. But for you guys, you don't have a camera on your chest, so it's not something big and bulky in your way. And you see the process of me just basically putting that on the outside of that inner tube as I'm putting it into the tyre. It will overlap a little bit. Well, it has overlapped, should I say, but again, it's not a big deal as long as it's in there. That's all that matters. Right, now this is going to be the insanely fun part. Gotta make sure that I get the tyre the right way, because this is what I do sometimes. I end up putting the tyre on the wrong way and I have to redo it. Okay, so if I put that on this way, when I turn it over, nope. Okay, so I think it goes that way. I think. Let's hopefully we get it right first time. All right. There we go. Now I know most of this is going to come back out again, but we can always put it back in with our fingers. This is just kind of helping us to hold it in that one place a little bit, you see, because I'm picking it up, but I will put that back in with my fingers after. Okay, so first off, make sure the tube is lined up for your gap. Push that in, and then the tyre we would do exactly the same as we did with the other one. We're just gonna thread it in with our fingers. But before I do, I need to quickly take this valve, put it on there, just so we don't lose it. There we go. And then down there needs some big adjustment, but other than that, everything stayed in place. Okay, I'm just feeding the tyre on with my fingers. I know the camera's a bit shaky, and as I said, everything's a little bit all over the place. Can't really see things that great, but I'm trying my best. Sometimes it's my best not always good enough, but I'm trying. Okay, take that right round there. So that's up there. I'll work on that top part first, so that holds that. And then this part round here, just push and tuck, pull the tyre in place all the way around. And there we go. Now that tyre's on. Now my only thing is, have I put it on the right way? Who knows? Is that the front or that? No, that one. It's because it's upside down. The brake fluid's moving. Alright, no worries. Okay, let's pick it up. We swing the wheel around. And this is where I see if I put it on the right way. Yes, I have. I did double check it. Always check and then check again. Always. Okay, these washers stay on the outer side of the frame here. Hydraulia is a little bit in my way right now, with the chain being in the wrong position. And a bit more slack down on the bottom. There you go. That's more like it. And look at that. Didn't even touch it, and it slid straight into place, but not exactly the right place. Now you get edges on here, and those edges have to be in the right position. Tire coming off a little bit. Thread that tire back on. There we go. Right, so I need to get that curve right. There it is, right there. I'll make sure the disc goes into the brake caliper properly, and this side properly. Yep. Give it a little tap, and I think we're good. Are we? Yep. Okay. And the same on this side. Now make sure you get yourself a couple of cable ties, so you're able to cable tie this motor wire back onto here. Okay, very important to do that. Okay, now we're done. I want to put a bit of air into the back one real quick, because that back one keeps coming off quite a lot. So got my good old electric Xiaomi pump here. That valve keeps moving. Now these valves you can get in different ones. I think this one's called the, I can't remember the name, but these are like the car tyre valve. I prefer these ones. Look at that, 49 PSI. That's what I always have it set at. And I can just let that pump it up. Once it does, moves around, just make sure everything stays in the right place. See there, tire's not on. Let's stop for a sec. Gotta make sure that tire stays on there properly. And in this case, I've gone up, pumped it up too much, and that tube is sticking out a little bit. So I'm gonna let a bit of air out. Hold on, wait for it. Can't quite get it. Come on, screwdriver. Okay, let a bit of air out. Not too much. There you go. Just enough. I'm just squeezing that tire on there. There you go. You hear that little sound? It's the sound we're looking for. Okay, now we can screw that back on. Take it up. Bit of air. stop it there, just so that way you don't have to see me pump it up. You get the idea. That one's got some air in now, and the tyre's on. So let me unscrew that. I'll quickly show you that. That tyre's good. Look at that. There you go. We're all good. That's perfect. All right. There you go. And then on the front one, we'll do the same real quick. We pump it up a little bit, and as we're pumping, we keep our eye open for the look of, to make sure that that tyre is definitely staying on that rim. Put it down, put it squeeze like that, put it in place. Because this thing got a chain on, I can leave it down there, push the tyre like this with my hand, squeeze it, and move it round, squeezing a little bit. Squeeze it a little bit. There we go. Perfect. So that tyre's on. That'll do for that for a minute. Right, so front tyre's on, back tyre's on. Ooh, slowly. Look how different that looks. It does look like a racing bike now. Look at that. It looks like a racing bike. But as I said, you're going to see me checking out how much more speed I'm going to gain by these, because I know those big chunky tyres are nice off-road, but on-road they slow you down. Now these are going to give me nothing but speed. And we're all down for that. Alright, there's my spanner again, 18mm. Now we're going to tighten up both nuts, both sides, and the back wheel. Now, with these, I do probably go a little bit over the top if I'm honest, but that's because that's where the power's coming from. And I like to make sure that that's never going to come off. Whilst I'm riding. Took a long time to finish that sentence, Bubbles, for whatever reason. That one's definitely on there nice and tight. Now this one. If you're young, you might want to get your dad, brother, cousin, uncle, friend to help you out with this a little bit. Alright? As I said, very, very important to make sure it's nice and tight. Okay. I did put a bit of strength into that. Alright, there it is. That's the quickest way possible. I've got to pump the tyres up to 50 psi, but other than that, there you go. Got any comments? Do leave it in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. We do live stream on TikTok, which is Bubbles Way. And there is going to be some videos of this. I'm actually going to post a few short clips of me doing this on TikTok before this even hits YouTube. So, daily content here on YouTube, daily content over on TikTok. Come and follow us if you're interested in those live streams. And as I said, I am going to do another review of Top Speed. Now I've got these new tyres, so stick around. Stay tuned. Leave your comments below. Any problems with e-bikes or anything like that, drop it in the comments section. I'll try my best to help you out. I'm not qualified, but I've been working on all different electric bikes and scooters for many, many, many years, and there ain't really much I don't know. Cable tyre there, cable tyre on there, the little cap back over the nut just to protect that wire there. I've got to get cable tyres. I ain't got any. 1, 2, and 1 there, 3. You don't have to have that one, but I do. That's going to be pretty much it for this one. We catch you people in the next one. I am out.